Welcome back, guys. So on our previous videos we talk about how to multiply a binomial by a binomial, whereby we say that when we are dealing with multiplication of binomial and binomial, this it multiplies here and also multiplied here, this it multiplies this side and also multiply this side. In other words, everything that is inside these brackets must multiply everything that is on the other brackets, so this time around, I'm going to take a look at how to simplify a binomial that have a trinomial on the other side, that they have three terms. Remember, trinomial is the term that they have three terms on it. So this is going to be still the same thing. Everything that is inside this bracket has to multiply everything that is inside the other brackets. What do I mean? This it has to multiply here and multiply here and also multiply there. This it has to multiply here, and also multiply that other side. It is easy as that. So now let's just take a look at how can we apply it to answer this type of question. I will start with the first one. So here's the first one. This one is going to multiply here, which we're going to say x multiplied by x squared, which we're going to get what? X cubed. So the first term here is going to be what? It's going to be x cube. Also, this x, it has to multiply this side there, So in other words, we're saying x this time around is multiplied with what? With 2x. Which when we multiply this, just have to remember that there is an invisible 1 here. A number has to multiply by a number, which is going to be 2. X has to multiply with x is going to be x squared. So this time around, we're going to have plus 2x squared. And also this x, it has to be multiplied with the last term that is there. So x this time around is going to be multiplied with 3, which is going to give us 3x. It's going to be plus 3x. So we're also going to do the same thing with this one there. It has to multiply everything that is there in that other term. Like this. This one has to multiply here. 1 multiplied by x. This is going to give us what? This is going to be very easy. It's going to be x squared. And 1 multiplied by anything that is multiplied by 1 is equal to that number. Keep that one in mind. So 1 multiplied by this is going to be plus 2x. And 1 multiplied is going to be plus 3. So obviously here there's going to be like terms, So there is always going to be like terms. So what are the like terms that are here? The first like terms that are here, this one is the like term of also this other one. And there is also this, which is the like terms of this one. What are the like terms? Are those kinds of terms that have the same, I don't know. Okay, let me just put it like this. They have the same thing like this. Here, there's x squared, and also this one, there's an x squared. This has an x, and also that one has an x. These are what we call the like terms, So we're going to add those kinds of like terms. Let's say this one is going to be x cubed. There's no like term for this one. So just going to keep it the same the way it is. So adding the like terms, which is 2x squared plus x squared. So when we add the like terms, what is basically happening? We are not dealing with this x squared that is here. We're dealing with the constant values that are there, the coefficients of those kinds of values here. So here we're dealing with, there's an invisible 1 that is here. So this is what we're going to add. We're going to take this 2 and add it with 1, which is going to give us 3. So since we're not dealing with it, we're just going to keep it the same as x squared. So here we're going to have what? Plus 3x squared. When we add what? These two like terms. Now we're going to add the last one, which is 3 plus this is going to give us 5. This is going to be 5x plus 3. And will you believe I said that we are done with this one? And for this type of questions, it always carries 2 marks or 3 marks. So now let's move at the last example. So here's our last example. So I'm still going to do the same thing also on this one. In this one, this is going to multiply here. In other words, we're going to have 2x. I'm doing this for those kinds of people who don't understand this, guys, because there's some people who this is the first time coming here. So don't forget there's an invisible 1 here. A number is multiplied by a number, a variable is multiplied by a variable. This is multiplied by this, we're going to get 2. And then this multiplied by this, we're going to get x cube. So we're going to have 2x cube, So also, this 2x, it has to multiply with this one. In other words, 2x, it has to be multiplied with negative 3x this time around. So this 2 is going to be multiplied with this, going to give us negative 6. and this x going to multiply here, we're going to get what? X squared. So we're going to have what then? We're going to have negative 6x squared. The negative is 2 multiplied by negative 3, we get negative 6. Yeah? So also, must not forget, it must also be multiplied with the last one. 2x multiplied by 1. Any number multiplied by 1 is equal to that number. So this one is going to be what? It's going to be plus 2x, which is easy. Yeah? So we also have to do the same thing with this 4. So this 4 has to multiply here, which is 4 multiplied by x squared is going to be plus 4x squared. So this 4x squared has to also multiply there. In other words, 4 multiplied by negative 3x. So here the number is going to be multiplied by a number is going to be negative 12, and then we're going to keep x as it is because there is no other variable to multiply it with. So we're going to have what? We're going to have negative 12x, So the other one which we're going to do, you're going to take this 4 and multiply with the last one. Is going to give us what? Or that's going to give us 4. Why? Is because any number multiplied by 1 is equal to that number, actually, So what we need to do next is to add the like terms, We're going to add the like terms this time around. So what are the like terms that are here? If you can pay attention, this term is the same as this one, and also this one is the same as this one. So we have to add them. So when we add the like terms, you don't have to worry about this kind of stuff. So negative 6x squared, we're going to take it with plus 4. You take it the way it is there, Yes. So what you're going to do, ignore this x squared, focus on the numbers that are there. So this is the same as negative 6 plus 4, which you're going to just patch them on your calculator. Negative 6 plus 4, which gives you negative 2. But write those kinds of coefficients that is there, which is x squared. So here we're going to have 2x cubed. This one does not have any like term. So when we add these two, we get what? Negative 2x squared. So we're going to do the same thing also on the last one, which is this one. I'm going to say 2x negative 12x. What are we going to do here? Remember, forget about the x that are there. What you need to do is just to focus on the coefficients. So this is the same as 2 minus 12, which is equals to. I'm slowing down, guys, for those kinds of people who don't understand. So this is going to be negative 10x. So we're going to have negative 10x, So then this one does not have the like term, so we have to also put it there. Does not have any like term. So we are done simplifying this one.